future home of Super Bowl 56. There's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Herbert will give this one to Ekeler. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Ekeler. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and
2. They'll try to pick up the first with Ekeler. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Being chased out left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 2nd down, Ekeler. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Eckler again. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. Dancing to his left. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. 1st down after 1st down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field. And then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
3rd and 2, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. A handoff. It's Eckler. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
On the give, this is Eckler. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. He'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second and goal, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And now look at him go. The 40. The 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 29, Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. Now Eckler. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Herbert off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's 30 yards now in the last two plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On third down, Jackson. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. To the air again, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
At the 46-yard line.
Second down at 5. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 78 yards. And the Ravens on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
Ravens 17, Chargers 10.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Once more, here's Eckler. Now room for Eckler. And some space here. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our game here in the third.
17.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're going louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
On 1st down, Dobbins, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
41-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now they'll run on the draw. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, Dobbins. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Second down at 4. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
24, Chargers 17. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Now he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Well, the pressure just couldn't get to him that time. They forced him out to his right, but he held his poise, surveyed the field, didn't find anything he liked, and then took off and picked up a nice gain.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
2nd and 4. Herbert now. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, it's Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll run here with Eckler. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 178 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Working with a 2nd and 3. It's Eckler again. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now it's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. He'll try again. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That was a huge play on 3rd down. So now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Sheds off the tackle. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson now. Flushed out right. And Jackson going to have the 1st down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jackson. His throw incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Yards to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. This is swung out to Eckler. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, Justin Herbert eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. 4 yards remain on 2nd down, ball on the 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 2nd and 11. Jackson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. One possession game. Time very much a factor. how does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Ravens, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.